on Diverse FM, the Luton Town manager, back to familiar surroundings and pleased with your current side's performance. I would think the effort and determination put in.
Yeah, I thought it was terrific. I thought could have scored in the first few seconds. We had one off the line. I think Sean should have scored. I thought we defended fantastic. How can I put this? I'm not sure that we got the best of decisions today, so it's the best I can say, I've got to be honest. I must have cracked 20 mirrors and some of the cats, lose players to injury, was sent off. How many penalties we had not given this year. Just looked at it in, there's, I was going to call it up, we looked at it on there one, it's just a penalty, it's not even close. It's not, and the thing that does me is he's looking at it and ain't give it, but he's did that all season, I think I'll do. Excuse me.
Which decision are you referring to then?
It was a penalty in the first half on Luton, and it was so blatant, it was embarrassing, it was so blatant, and the referee's looking at it, so I can't. If that's not a penalty, there's never. But how many of them we had? I just can't, for the life of me, fathom it out. I really can't.
And that was the one from, I think it was a corner, wasn't it? Where two players went down inside
Absolutely.
the area.
But it's both arms around his waist, and that's on their thing from their one that I saw. I just popped into Wayne's office, and Wayne just said to me, he said, "It's a penalty," but it wasn't a penalty. It was unbelievable penalty, sending off. You know, if someone goes in maliciously, I mean, you don't even know where the player is. But as I said, it's no good moaning about it because it's what it is. So, but the team done fantastic, and you know what's pleased me? 3 games, conceded 1 goal. So we're back to that, which is pleasing. We look solid. We worked our socks off. Last 3 games we've looked really solid. So I'm pleased with that.
Just going back to the sending off incident, obviously you can't do anything about the penalty, but you have got the potential of appealing the red card because otherwise Paul misses the final 3 games.
Yeah, we'll appeal. We will appeal. When Steve McNulty got sent off earlier this season, I forget the game, and their player got sent off as well.
York.
They were so far away from sending offs. I thought it was embarrassing. It was right in front of me, and neither of them got off. Well, we'll appeal, but I won't give myself any chance. I really don't. I just can't. I'm dismayed at some of the things, if I've been honest. I really am. But as I said, we can't do anything about them, so nothing we can do.
But the 10 men and the substitutes that came on all worked terrifically hard, kept fighting for what was a point in the end, a clean sheet. But it could have. You went out to win the game, didn't you?
We did.
The second half particularly.
We got 10 men and we went with 2 up. Tried to go with 2 up all the time. Thought we could counter. We tried to said that after giving them the ball and bringing them onto us and try and break, and Elliot was a little bit unlucky on a couple of occasions. So I'm really, really pleased with how we've done. I'm really pleased for the players as well, but I'm disappointed that we haven't, I don't know what the word is. I'm not sure that we got the rubber to green with decisions. I'm not.
Oh, no, I'm not going to push you further on that because I know that managers get themselves into trouble sometimes. You're an experienced manager, but we all saw it. The Luton fans, I think, it said it all when they started cheering a free kick and celebrating as though we were scoring goals, didn't it?
Officials have a really difficult job, particularly on corners. There's pushing them from both ways. But I said to him, if one of my players pulls someone down, give a penalty. You won't do it again. What? But it's like. Go all the way back to Burton when we spoke to the Dave Allison, who's in charge of the referees, when we sent them off, and he said, "John, you had 3 penalties in a game, not given. 3 penalties. We sent off 4, but 3 penalties in a game." I've got to be honest. I actually think it's, I think some of the decisions, and these aren't with us saying that was a penalty. This is things that are clarified that they're penalties, and. There's a linesman that side, there's a referee there who's right in front of it, and he hasn't given it. And, I find that hard to accept that we haven't, I don't want nothing, but if we get something, as we said, we got 1 penalty at Tranmere. When was the last time we got a penalty? Absolutely. So, but there you are. Boys done fantastic. That's the most important thing.
When they worked hard, you mentioned Elliot Lee there. Bless him. By the end of the game, he looked as though he was running on empty, and he was just out there to do what he could do.
He was, I just wanted to kick 2 forwards on. Just if we can get the ball in and around there, he's got a little bit of magic in his boot. So, We'll have a good rest now on Saturday.
And just talk to us about the changes that you made before the game. Obviously, Alex Lawless announced that he's got shingles, wishing well. But Ryan Hall coming in, and
for Jake, you know, there's a lot of games, you know, and it's only just trying to spin it round and rest it. You know, Ryan's been struggling. He got injured, and he got bronchitis. He came back in and played a bit the other day. I'm just trying to be careful with one or two. But you know, that's a reason. No, nothing there. We went really 4-4-2, try and play the game 4-4-2 today. And I was just pleased. I was pleased with everything that we set out to do. And I'm delighted that we've put on a good performance. I'm disappointed with, you know, the things that got us down to 10 men, but you know, I'm pleased with what we've done. As I said, there's 3 games now, 1 goal conceded, so that's really pleasing for me. And we've still got them 3 games to go. We've got to knock our socks off to see what we can do in them.
And Nathan Doyle's injury, anything you can tell us on that?
His calf. It's not his knee, it's his calf. You know, we've pushed him, we've pushed Smudge really to get him fit, but you know, when you do it, you sometimes get like referral injuries, and I don't think it's terrible, so hopefully that.
And as you've said, it's 3 games to go. You said before today 3 wins hopefully would do it, so 3 wins and a draw is the target from those.
Well, it's got to be, in it. It's got to be, yeah, obviously we'll be as strong as we can Saturday and take 1 game at a time. It's an old cliche, isn't it? Who said that Monday? We'll take 1 game at a time, but you know, let's just see how it goes. So.
Well, there's still an opportunity and a chance.
Absolutely.
It's still there to play for, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah. And as I said, you know, last 3 games conceding 1 goal, 2 of them away from home, 1 with 10 men, 1 against a team top of the league that, with great respect, I thought we were better than them on the day. So I'm pleased with our form at the moment.
And the fans tonight, superb, weren't they? Throughout.
But they're fans all season. I've got to be honest. I don't think anyone can say anything about our support. I think our support home and away have been magnificent. Their support of the team. He's absolutely fantastic.
And they'll be there at Kenilworth on Saturday.
They will indeed.
Hopefully the first 3 of 9 points required for the rest of the season.
Keep my fingers crossed. I am, you know, keep my fingers crossed and hope that fortune favours the brave.
And just finally, John, obviously, without mentioning coming back to Dagenham and Redbridge, how's it been for yourself? We spoke on Saturday, and an emotional time for you. So you
I've
speaking to
seen
a lot of people.
lots of people, and I've been really, really pleased. That, you know, I've been given presents, and I can't believe it. Someone brought me a plaque, and I'm really a bit overcome with it. I'm really, really chuffed, if I'm being honest. But you know, Dagenham it's a fantastic club. They're fantastic people, and you know, I'm Luton Town's manager, of course I am, and I'm proud to be the manager of Luton. But it's like managers that, you know, manage teams. But you know, Dagenham's really close to my heart. Of course it is. A really special time here as a player and as a manager, and I'm really, really pleased to see so many people that, you know, I don't always get the opportunity to see.